Yo, yo, yo. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Justin? What's up, King Carnage? Jordan. Sandollar, Ace, D-Touch, Queen Sylvia. Garden, B-Ferg, Rough Trader, Alexis, Maddie, Daffy, SF, Kem, and Matt. Good morning to each and every one of you. Glad to have you all here. Let me just paste over the game plan I have typed up so far. I post this every day for the Discord, so I just wanted to have it ready. Copy text. Whoa. Okay. Well, I don't know how to add those logos. We'll just delete that. I don't know what all this is. Oh, it's the emojis, I'm assuming. Chart link. There's spy. There we go. And you guys got a good view of this before, so whenever I go to turn off the extended hours look, you won't have to worry about it. But we'll probably be drawing a fib from here to wherever this opens. And honestly, I might not be, actually. Too small. But it looked like we were looking good, man. You had a nice gap up. They had some good basing overnight. And then some news. Again, this is mostly related to... one, our weights. You have weights that are tech related. Again, your big 7 are going to cause a lot of your movement today. And then 2, we had news from around the world, which I posted that on Trade Floor. So if you care about that kind of stuff, go ahead and read it. But just if you don't care enough to read into it, that's your vague response. Good morning, good morning, good morning, though. Thank you guys for dropping likes on the stream. You guys know I appreciate that. Good morning, Matthew. What's up, E? What's up, Chuck? Good morning, just waking up. Got a new mattress and almost missed the open. Damn, yeah, that new mattress almost had you Z'd out, man. That's amazing, though. Good stuff. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Mel. How you doing, Mel? Good morning, Mac. Always love seeing Maxon pop up. What's up, John? What's up, Creator? What's up, David? David and Creator. How's everyone doing this morning? Good morning, SF, if I didn't already see you. Alright, let's turn off extended hours. Because I want to look at a clean looking chart now. 2-day, 5-minute. And we're just going to kind of chill here. We know that we're going to be opening like down here somewhere. So it's really right at the open. It's do we hold this or not? Good morning, Florida Trader. I hope you had a great weekend as well. Alright, market's open, everybody. I was just sending a picture to everybody in the Discord saying market's open. If you ever see my screen do that, it's just me screenshotting. I promise I'm not, like, hacking you or anything. What was here? Oh, this was... This is when we were talking about the basics of swing trading. I need to cut that out of the stream. Somebody can remind me later. I think that was Friday's stream. I also posted an SPX link in Discord. Trade Floor open to everybody, as well as openly on Twitter. So if anybody needs the SPX levels or just wants to watch that chart, I posted those as well. I would be looking more for longs to hold here first before getting super bearish. Once you see this area get broken, then you can get bearish again. And until we see a higher move up, then you shouldn't even be talking about rejections yet. But we are under 433.30s. Which is the ultimate level to stay under for bears, but we're not under the next area below. So if you guys want to see a kind of quick preview of that, here you go. But we already kind of rejected the major shoulder, or one of the major shoulders, gap down today, which is not a good sign. That's not good at all. Lower open is very, very bearish in my opinion. If we get basically a flush of these recent supports right here, kind of in a mix of this area, we're definitely flushing down. But the true level to break is the bottom of this hammer, because this is where we finally caught support after this nasty pullback. This didn't, I mean, this was looking good because it was at a good spot too, but they went down to the next area. So, but just saying 422.20s, it's basically 422.30s to 433.30s is like the little median range I'm looking at right now. But we are opening under very important levels, so also be wary of that. So if you want to just watch this chart, you can, because we've already kind of rejected from Friday, and then here's your today's candle. So it's pretty much just, you know, kicking itself away. So I'd be looking for bearish retest here, but also looking for buyers from here at the open, at least for now, until you see a break of that area. But give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Sorry if I kind of talked too much. But hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully we're all on the same page. I'll go through the sectors here in a minute. As you can see, I did limit us again to the top SPY sectors. I have the other sectors as well, but the top are really what's important. If you ever need a reason why something is moving and our top weights aren't moving, well, then we'll know IWM is most likely moving. But that's just kind of logical. That's just kind of like no duh kind of thing. Hey Bueller, are you still waiting for golden pocket retest of the big move from a week or two ago? You're talking about on SPY? I'd have to see what you're talking about. If you're talking about something from 2 weeks ago, how am I going to remember that? I'm a day-to-day guy. I also cover the bigger time frame analysis week to week. So if it's from 2 weeks ago, I'm probably not even thinking about the golden pocket of whatever. But if you show me what you mean, I'd be glad to go over it. Be glad to look at it and see if I remember, you know, going over it or not. I'm just kind of going week to week on it. Is the music too loud or no? Is it too quiet? I haven't even checked. It's a new playlist, as you guys can tell. I'm trying to go through these different YouTube playlists now, because you guys have pretty much heard the every corner of Spotify's free playlist, so I didn't want to keep doing that to y'all. It feels like torture, honestly, when I play the same music. I feel like I'm torturing you guys. So I had to make sure I put on a different set of music today. I'll probably try to do different music every day, just because I feel like I have been torturing y'all too much lately. Same Spotify playlist over and over and over again. It's good? Alright, good. TJS with an amazing call out on the top stock of the market, Apple. He said it's just below the pre-market high and previous day high. So giving himself an area to look for either rejection or a retake. Great post though. Let's see what the fib would look like if we did it from here to here. 427.12, pretty much right where that first candle went. So yeah, they're gonna probably just fill the gap just because it's not that big. I don't see why not. Here's a fun little question, I guess. Just kind of keep asking fun little questions here and there. What time does everyone wake up? Do you guys wake up 30 minutes before the market? Do you wake up right at market open? 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes? Do you wake up 2 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours? I know people who wake up half a day before the market's open. Right at previous day close, good call out. Overnight gap is filled, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. 5:30, 2 hours before. You don't sleep, smart man. I don't do that either. Pointless. I don't know why people need sleep. 3 hours before market open, but I can't get to the screen until 30 minutes before the market open. Oh, okay. Yeah, kids and stuff. I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but I understand. Hour to hour and a half before open. Hour 30 or so. Between 5 and 6. Okay, so a lot of you guys get up really early. Spy, 10 minutes, but I did my chart at 5 a.m. Hey, that's alright. You like to just kind of get out of the way and then get yourself a little bit of rest. That's definitely nothing wrong. I could totally see that. I wouldn't say that's not disciplined. 10 minutes before. Look at Leland. He's not joking either. That's not even him trying to be funny. That's on some true shit right there. I'm like, you want to help me on the daily watch list? Nah, I'll be sleeping until market open. That's funny. No cap, my alarm is 6:20 a.m. and he's on the far left of the United States, so very early. That's pretty funny. What's up, Leland? You in a trade? You just chilling? What you up to? What you watching? Right now we're at the previous day close. Looking like they're gonna wick it. I could almost promise you a bunch of people just want to say shorts instantly from here. Also at the bigger time frame chart, we've kind of rejected lower high, potential rejection here maybe. So pretty much if we don't retake 428s, this is not looking good. In short, if you keep it short and sweet. Trading is on Pacific time sucks. Oh, trading on Pacific time sucks. Had to do it when I was visiting my brother. Yeah, it's probably not that hard for people who live there though. It's probably just hard for like people like you, honestly, like people who go visit there and they're not used to that time zone. And honestly, if you were to try to do it in your own time zone, it'd probably, you know, make you even more tired. But I promise you, people who are in those time zone are probably fine. Lee then said, hanging out, watching previous day close also, or a push to 429. West Coast, baby. Yeah, Adam's totally fine. Green candlestick, he's totally fine on that West Coast. Usually up at 5 a.m. Okay, so a lot of you guys really are up very early. That's good. I was just curious if I ever did like a stupid early pre-market stream, because I don't do it every day, but there'll be days where I'm up super early, or just didn't go to sleep, and then I could have just been streaming super early and giving people game plans, even without, you know, news or without any of that other crap. Yeah, then what's your address? What's your social security number? What is all that information? You know, I wonder, what does this fib do? I know this isn't a fib I would actually draw. I'm just curious. Because it is curious how we just kind of pump from there, and here we are perfectly rejecting it. What's Nvidia doing? Oh wow, Nvidia's flying. Apple also kind of flew a little bit at the open. Microsoft moving a lot more. You got a lot of your tech weights moving up very heavily. This is SMH, by the way, guys. We're going to start looking at it a lot more. I used to talk about it very heavily back in the day, but honestly, you guys kind of bring it up enough on your own. But as you can see, very powerful of a chart. Shaking my head, yeah, literally. Seems like a lot of weights are green, yeah, 100%. But if you look at your sector chart, though, look at healthcare. It's kind of rebalancing it out. Healthcare fell. Banks are fell and are just out of support. Discretionary fell, hit the bid, and now they're just kind of chilling right into that next resistance, which is very similar to SPY. So I would say discretionary is about to help give us some direction here. Comms, tech, healthcare, keep all these on watch. See if SPY gets a pop here. Not a huge red candle there. I mean, not a crazy seller reaction, as I say it. Kind of getting towards the middle of that 5-minute candle, and you are past the first 10 minutes, so could be looking for good rejection here. Could be looking for a potential break over this 427.67 area. Again, we're kind of talking about how the previous day closed, and this like little lower high right here shows up. So kind of watching both of these areas right here. Apple can't decide. Yeah, keep the updates on the weights coming, because that's really what's going to give you direction. It's not going to be some magical candle. But all the weights kind of had a, I mean, most of your bigger weights had a nice move up in the tech sector, discretionary sector. Also, you had Tesla starting lower, Amazon, nice move up to the 128.13 level. Yeah, it looks like Tesla does want that overnight gap, like Tesla's mentioning, like Leland is mentioning. We'll see, though. Very, very big retake if they can get over this, basically 248. Very, very impressive move so far, though. Yeah, we'll just leave it right there. Oops. Apple, Microsoft synced up with indecision. What's up? Good morning. What's up, Chris? Good morning to you as well. Good morning to everyone. If I didn't say it to you, I'm sorry. Almost 80 people in here, guys. Be sure to drop a like on the stream. We've had over 100 people already check in, get some good updates. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. We're just kind of waiting for a better move on the market. We're already seeing a lot of our bigger weights. Why isn't my arrow key moving? We're already seeing a lot of our bigger weights kind of push. You've already seen the king of the market and the queen of the market hit the bid. We're seeing Microsoft retake a good level, but not really push out of range yet. But still, really good breakout so far. And then 173s seems to be breaking out for Apple here, which is very impressive. Very, very high up resistance from where we opened. I see Nvidia still kind of slowing down. AMD slowing down. Amazon still just sitting there. So is Tesla. Good retake by Tesla too after their bigger lower open. Wasn't looking good for them, but they seem to have retaken a good area. Now can they hold it? You'll probably see some retests now. Leland said SPX is losing previous day close. Oops. We also have news coming out, I think, too. Yeah, manufacturing PMI final came out. Seems to be a positive print. Getting a negative reaction, though. Apple at resistance. They're just kind of slowing down. We'll see if they pull back aggressively or not. Just short-term pullbacks on a lot of these bigger moves so far, really. I'm just kind of skimming through them right now. Tesla reacting at a very good area. We'll see if they hold previous day low. That's 246.35. I'd keep that one on watch since it moved a lot, and then maybe Nvidia because it moved so much. So if they do pull back, see, do they hold this? That's all you're really looking for. Don't make it super complex. And then maybe Apple too, because that's king of the market. They made it up to a good resistance. It's can they hold it or not? That'll definitely move the market a little bit more. And then maybe healthcare, because they were the ones who really kind of held us from not rallying super hard right there, right at the beginning, at least on SPY. Banks are breaking lower. Discretionary is rejecting at a good spot. Comms are kind of in a weird area, so is tech. I think it's just because they broke out. Now they hit a level so fast they don't know what to do, so they're just kind of settling around it. Let's read some of these callouts now. Let's see if SPX can break previous day low. Oxy flushing, watching MPH if it loses previous day low, like Nvidia. Great updates. Love these callouts. And yeah, definitely keep your eye on Nvidia, because that could be another one that just has a randomly huge day today. SMH still holding up fairly well. I guess I'll keep it on SPY for a second, just in case it does flush. Good morning, Mikey. XLE is the weak link. That's a nice rejection off previous day close, though. Apple's still holding up right at previous day high. Good call out by D-Touch. He said Microsoft also pulling back. Mikey said saw IWM hit last month's high of day and rejecting in the 1 minute time frame. Entered for a 40% chance to see the wick down. Exited at the new low of day in 6 minutes. 68% profit. Good start for October. Now I need to drive to work. Hope everyone's banking. Great job, Mikey. Seriously. Look at the power of that. He can show up, take his trade, go to work. And I like that he gave the system credit, but shout out to him too for keeping the discipline to follow up. That's not easy. All right, you've said XLE a couple times now. I got to see what you. Yikers. I need to circle the trade that I took so I can do a trade review real quick. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. 8:45. Yeah, I was on the break of this candle basically. And then 850 and 852. So sold two of the three here, and then sold the last one here. I'll do it like Mel. Color it green. Whoops. Oh, by the way, I'll go slow so you guys can see this. But if you've ever wanted to change the color of something, but not just the color, and this is the greatest thing I think Leland ever found for me, click the color again. Hit more, hit HSV. Do I know what that stands for? Hell no. But, it probably stands for hue saturation value. But if you go down here to the bottom here and go to transparency, take it to like the second half of it. You can go in between like 50 and 70 is what I normally do. And then that will give you a kind of darker color, and it's a little easier to look at. It's not as bright. Because, you know, like the original green is, I mean, bright as hell, so. Yeah, I just wanted to share that because I thought that was interesting. Oh wait, this is the chart that I drew. Alright, trade review posted. I can go back to chilling. $33% gains on SPY Pooch Scalp. Good job, Sandollar. Done for the day. 8% on port. Thanks, B. I took the reject of the yellow zone on SPY. Perfect levels. Hey, good job, man. I'm proud of you. He's talking about this there, right here. Good job, man. That took a little bit of intuition on your part, so I'm very happy for you. And yeah, got out just because we're at a spot where it's like every time I see like it reject, but I see we're going to like an area like this, I think of like the dog from Tom and Jerry when he sees like a steak or something, like just a bunch of just saliva coming out, a bunch of drool just juiced up for that steak. And that's what I see with bulls right here. It's like the perfect spot for them, you know. If they're gonna screw a put, it's gonna be at spots like that, you know. And if you missed the break of it, so what? At least you weren't sitting here when they were hitting the bid like right here. Because right now, that contract that I even just took, I'd be negative as hell right here. Even though it's not even above where I entered. It's not about where you entered. That breakdown of your contract is deteriorating. It's not even the theta. People are always like, oh, it's the theta. No, it's not. You shouldn't even be thinking about theta on a day trade or scalp contract. That's not what's hurting you. What's hurting you is the IV. What's hurting you is the contract's pricing is literally moving in real time. So as the price is in favor of it, you'll see your contract juice up a lot. Whenever it's not in favor of it, it's gonna go away very quickly, especially when you're doing like same weeks on like SPX. But if you guys want to have a good kind of starter route, I would do like SPY contracts with at least 2 days, or at least to the end of that week. On Monday, Tuesday, I try to always buy like a Friday contract if I'm trading SPY. If it's kind of like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll just go ahead and aim for it next week. Not Mondays. Mondays can be very bad contracts. And that's just for day trading. Exactly, it's the dying volatility. Leland knows better than anyone. It's IV that's killing you. It has nothing to do with theta. That's why you can instantly tell if you're talking to someone who knows what they're talking about or not. Whenever you ask them, do you day trade or not? They're like, yeah, I day trade, blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, all right, well, what do you look at when you look at contracts? Oh, I make sure I have a good delta to theta. It's like, wait, what? Why do you care about either of those? I'm over here thinking about my gamma and how screwed is the IV of that chain. And as you trade a chain more, you'll start to pick up on that. You'll start to realize like, oh my god, the SPX contracts are expensive today. Have you guys ever noticed that? That's because the IV is high. It's a not as normal IV. Implied volatility is a lot higher. Who all remembers my explanation of implied volatility? It's the example where I talk about too many people betting on the same side. I use that example. Look at that. Look at that. What did I say? They're juiced. They might not even break this new high. The funny part is this is just to collect everything right here. Anybody who just got into shorts. And ISM data, my bad, I'll shut up. That is actually why. But look at where it's coming from. The price action makes sense. It's coming from demand of previous day low. So it makes sense that they're jumping from here. Not just gonna randomly appear. But still, very, very nice breakdown. Yeah, let me know if you guys remember the IV breakdown where we talked about too many people betting on the same side. And what that can cause. I'm gonna go through some weights now. Apple seems to be also pumping from a very, very good area. Microsoft holding the 317 we have there in the middle of our chart. If you did the open range fib breakout on Nvidia, it seems like that one worked out. Whoops, I just skipped Tesla. This one's still 50-50. This is still in a bearish retest to some extent. Because they lost this twice. They need to retake it at least once. Google's still on fire. Looks like a lot of your bigger 7 weights, a lot of your bigger weights right here at least, are doing very well. You have Tesla struggling. A couple of these are struggling, but some of these are moving so well. Go over to the sector charts now. Let's see. So XLK popping a new high. If this new high holds, should see an increased movement on SPY and tech. That'd be your Apple, your Nvidias, your AMDs. XLF. Remember, they broke lower just recently, so if they catch a bid here, we need to see them retake things, not just move. Discretionary getting a very nice move over our high of day, as well as the previous day close. That's that last red candle before the gap down. Comms looking just like tech. I mean, breaking a new high after a retest. I almost promise if you do a fib from like this high to here, I almost promise you this is a fib. Again, it's just a basic fib we draw in here. If you just draw, oh, it broke a level, draw from where it broke out to where it stopped, and then see, does it hold that fib point? That's really all that fib is. But it seems like some of those are holding that. SPY, on the other hand, you cannot draw that fib. They are stuck in the dirt because, again, what is SPY? A big pie, and other sectors aren't doing so well. So this isn't going to be breaking out in similarity, at least, to what some of your tech charts look like. But we are getting a similar candle. Quick 25% on meta. Let's go. Great job, Alexis. Round of applause to you, man. Round of applause to any of you guys catching some gains today. Oh, good call out, Ben. Sorry for not reading that aloud. That was a really good mention. I like when you guys are able to remember, oh, Amazon's indiscretionary, because that's really good that you remember that. Apple new high of day. Good call out, TJS. TJS, I don't know where you're from, but I always remember your call outs because I swear it's just straight business with you, man. And I love that. I love that it's just straight up call outs and that's it. No horseplay. And they're not really, I call them call outs, but they're updates on the market's weights is what a lot of these guys in here are doing. They're not call outs, but you know what I mean. Apple on the pump. Tesla new high on rising buyer volume. Great update. No problem, man. I always like to give credit where it's due. Can't even speak English. I just like to give you guys positive reinforcement because I'm very serious about that. Like I'm so aggressive against you guys, and it's because I'm passionate. And I just want to see you grow. So I have to give the opposite reaction as well when you guys are doing great. So I can't just sit there and shit on you. I got to be positive in some way, shape, or form. And that has somewhat made me not as popular as some other, social media traders, but I don't care because if you ever go to these guys' chats, you'll go in there and there's like 2 people who know how to trade. You go into my server, every other person knows how to trade. So that's the difference between our community and their communities. We actually have traders, they do not. I like to provide a just warm environment for people. If you guys have noticed, we've been posting free content and paid content, so you could literally do whatever here. Talk about all the different resources to access. If you guys have the Discord, please reach out to me. I'd love to go over what things you can go over. I have a little notepad list, kind of like a checklist to go off of. And even after that SPY pump, guys, look at that. We are still just holding a lower high. So we'll see. Is this a base build? And we're trying to also hold these higher lows? Because in a way, you kind of have a squeeze going on. Here's your 15-minute chart. Do you guys want this? Here, we'll do a poll. I don't know why I even bother asking y'all to type. Let's do a poll. Let's do... Which chart? You guys want the single chart? Where I just kind of move around on the 5 and 15 minute a bunch? Sometimes switch to the 30, sometimes switch to the daily. Or do you want the multiple time frames chart? Please vote, and then in a few minutes we'll decide and I'll move over to it. Or call out. Think we can see another bearish run on SPY? Yes, but be conditional. Yes, you can. You can definitely see a pump or a dump today. But from where? The dump can only happen if we get a really, really nice move to the top of this range again and reject this, build a high and then a lower high and then get a pull back to here. That can happen, but that'll take a lot of time. Or you get the dump under the 424.87, 425.50s area, which that can be a break and a retest move. So, yes, you definitely can, but be conditional. Bulls can also hold this like there are now with the low and a higher low, and actually this could end up being a very beautiful buyer move back up through the 430s for all we know. So, be conditional. You can be bearish, you can be bullish, but be conditional if that makes sense. Man, for a second I thought your profile pic was someone from The Wire. Now your chart's not off. There isn't a lower low. I don't have a lower low. So send me what yours looks like. We'll see how off it is or what's different about it. Send me yours and then tag me. You're tweaking? Okay. Timmy. Oh, my bad, Timmy. He sent this earlier and I didn't even respond, man. My bad. Is this on the... That has to be... That's the daily. Don't touch. So he's asking me if I'm still looking at this. Oops. Did I draw it from there for real? Because if I did, that's wrong. It needs to be from like here. Huh. If I drew that, I probably stopped drawing it because it's not right anymore. Because that's not even the focus anymore. I mean, you should definitely watch like this to see the drop. But at the same time, we're more focused on this right now. We're more focused on seeing can they retake this low and this low. So I'm kind of going up and grabbing both. Just do it to 25 because who cares. But you'll see it lines up with that 50% anyway though. So seems like that's all right. But yeah, you're focused on this here. You should check out my bigger time frame video. It's literally the latest free video on my channel, but it covers exactly what I'm looking at. So if you just want to focus on like that gap, so you don't even need the fib there. You can just focus on just pure price action, and then get the lowest meet low, the close, lowest close to your lowest low. Give you a good base support there to look out for. It also kind of lines up with what we talked about last week. We had our gap fill here that didn't fill all the way, but it's like 20 or 30 cents off, I think, or maybe less than that. And then you're kind of also watching like the meat low of this, but you can see it's lining up with information you already have. So yeah, but what you're seeing though when I talk about this in that video is we went up, rejected, but we just bounced though from a really big time frame support. Again, this is like a shoulder area. Here, I'll just show you this chart. So we're coming up from a good area, but we're rejecting a good area. So I pretty much put it into one word: settling. I think you're going to get a lot of settling price action. Which again, a lot of us might say is boring, but it might be a needed piece of price action for the bigger time frames. So that also might be perfect timing with some of the news coming out this week. It's not as crucial as like last week or the week before, but the news that's coming out this week is still going to cause movement and price action. So that's what's important. Thank you though, Timmy. I appreciate you for tagging me. But here, let me pull it up on the stream so you can see it. That latest video kind of covers part of that. The free weekly analysis right here. And then my members got their own analysis with the PDF. I pretty much make the PDF in front of them. Which I don't really do videos like that because they can take really long. I mean, that was like a 30-minute video. But still really clean. Told creator we geek hard. USO can potentially move lower if this continues in Poots. Yeah, bro. Alexis has been in Poots. I'm glad to see you kind of ahead of the curve on that one. No problem, Matt. Anything for you guys. If you guys can put off positive vibes, I'll put off positive vibes. Econoday has Jerome Powell speaking at 11 a.m., but I don't see any more info. Any idea if it is significant? I did see that as well. And yeah, anytime he speaks is significant. Jerome Powell is the most significant Fed speaker, by far. Nobody even comes close. Daddy Powell, that's a legit meme. There's reasoning behind it, but yes, he does speak today. Here, I'll pull it up on Financial Juice. Again, the greatest free resource ever. But if you go here to the Monday news, October 2nd, you can see, again, the manufacturing number, positive print. You had a negative print on the prices paid number for ISM. Spending month over month already came out, it looks like. And then, yeah, you can see times for speakers. You have Fed, Powell, and Harker, Williams, Mester. You got Bostic. You got Bowman, Goolsby, Mester, Daly, Barr, Waller. But this is all normal. I know it might seem like a lot, but it's actually very normal. The event just happened, so there's a lot of time before the next blackout event, which will kind of stop everybody from posting more or speaking more. Yo, check this out, guys. Mac Trades. Let's go, bro. Let's see this. I already know it's going to be gold, though. 1 out of 1. Spy puts went burr. Thanks for the levels, bro. Green in Costa Rica. 8.7% on his account today. $200, killing it. And he took the reject of what we talked about. He literally took the trade I took. You're a freaking beast. We are the worst. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, do you do that in other communities? No, I never see that kind of shit. Like, I don't care if he's in the Discord, in the YouTube. I don't care about any of that. I'm happy for Mac. Because I know that he's a good trader with or without me. Definitely looks like a little bail run. All sectors bearish or indecision except tech and discretionary and comms. Good update by Matt. Young saying, I can tell you were in poots. Oxy still going down. God, tanking, man. Warren Buffett is definitely not hurting. People are going to make memes today that Warren Buffett's hurting. I promise you. That man is not hurting. He got paid way more in those losses just in dividends the last month. Daffy's literally on fire. By the way, guys, shout out to Daffy. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but if you have access to our paid channel, Reason Over Risk, this is a channel where me, Leland, and Daffy all post a lot of our analysis and plays. D-Touch is also in there. But he said, good evening, fam. Everyone having a good Saturday. Here's an update from my last week plays. And he posted a bunch of analysis on his plays. He's just showing everybody his results. Sometimes he has more red. Sometimes he has way more green. You know, it's just every week's different. Killed it last week. Pretty nice loss on BA, but he definitely made up for it in his plays. But he said, on a separate note, my wife is due any day now. I will keep this super light, not trade at all. Doctor appointments on the way. So make sure to give some congrats to Daffy. Seriously. Praise to Daffy. Congrats on the child on the way, man. I can only imagine how much Daffy's kids look up to Daffy. Because he's such a cool and positive guy. Yeah, dude, I love Daffy. You guys have no idea, like, I've been running Discord server for almost 5 years now. I'm probably getting close to 5 now. I've been doing this for a long time, really, though. It's not that long. 5 years isn't really that long, but in my head, that's a lot of time. But over those 5 years, I cannot tell you guys like how many times people try to get close to you, just try to get nice to you, just to put their own image in your chats and in your like community, and then to try to take people away. You know, there's so many people like that, and it happens every week, every month, and it's something you just have to constantly be and focus on. You know, it doesn't matter who it is, where they're from, and who they're promoting for. It happens a lot. It's a sad reality of Discord servers behind the scene. It's savage out there. But the only reason we have ever survived or never made it this far with this many people is because of people like Daffy, people like Leland. It's because they're wholesome. They're here to trade, and that's it. And that's what real traders are. If you ever meet somebody and they're more focused on getting your money for buying their course or worse, really, it's not even about the money, focused on you being active or you doing this or you doing that, there's probably a big red flag going on there. Because if they're focused on you doing this and that and not really focused on you actually trading or growing and trading or just getting the vision for it, not even actually trading, just envisioning things right, you know, getting your muscle memory in place, giving you structure, I guess is what I'm trying to say. If they're not even giving you that, that's a huge red flag. Everybody in the chat has, or at least has a path in front of them, but has stability and structure in front of them. Again, by going through the system, going through the routine over and over. You know, it's not going to happen over 1 or 2 times, but it's people like Daffy, people like Leland, you know, people like all of you guys in here in my stream right now. It's just like you guys. It's hard to have a community grow because of that kind of shit. You know, so that's why I like to be aggressive with you guys because I'm passionate. It's because you gotta grind a little bit, you know. I gotta squeeze it out of you guys. So sorry if I pissed some of you off in the past, but I'm glad to have you all here. And without you guys, we would not be 5 years in, basically. I mean, we're one of the few groups who've made it this far. You guys realize even the biggest groups end after just a few years. This community is crazy. Where do I buy the BB course? I think Ace is memeing me. That's a flex, man. Yeah, for real though, Hidden Land made a good point too because of the authenticity of everyone. It is savage. Yo, Matthew, you got a gold star. I see you. Yeah, you said that. That's what's up. The gold star goes hard. Yeah, now when you type, you have a little spice to it, you know? Entering some mental calls on Amazon here. Let me see what you're looking at, Ben. And yeah, of your latest breakout to your slowdown, you have made a full fib test. They didn't just do the golden pocket halfway point retest. They went all the way down to the recent breakout. So see if they hold there. They want to flush a little more down to this area and see if they base out before getting a move back up. Also want to watch XLY and Tesla in sync with your Amazon chart, just because those are all related. I like that though. It's not a bad retest. You're at a good spot. Good risk reward. Stops clear as day. That's how you set yourself to the system though. I like what Ben did there. Got in and then said, you know what? This is what my stop is. This is what my target is. Stick to it. That's how you grow over time. It's about how much can you stick to that beginning plan that you set. Listen to Ben in the past, not Ben right now. Ben before the trade was golden. Stick to what Ben before the trade said. Talked about that last week too with a bunch of the guys in here. You're almost there. Spy, second poot, scalp for 27% on the last peak and retrace, in and out, take me, get. Ooh, good job, Sandal. A little risky, but I like what you did there. Daffy Buck says, as we say in Greece, everything has an expiration day. People said, time to see previous day low. Hope you're doing good as well, peoples. Good morning. I think I already said it to you, but saying it again. Boyo. Lower high spy. Good call out, Matt. I'm gonna go through some weights again. So you guys can see tech is struggling around that 165 that they're kind of jump roping around. So we'll see who has control of that. XLV could be forming a lower high here. If you take a fib, let's go, like I said, draw a simple fib. So you could do one of two things here. What did they just open range breakout? This level. Okay, so draw from here to here. What are they rejecting? The golden pocket. That's just a simple fib you can draw. If you're looking for a lead test, which you could do here, there is some structure here, and it was broken. You can see it's the halfway point, but it's just lining up with the gap fill. So they don't really mess with each other. Both of those are actually in sync. If anything, that fib should empower you. But what I'm basically saying is that healthcare is rejecting a very good spot. The second largest weight in the SPY market. Somebody told me the other day, you guys should watch IWB more. It's more focused on the economy or something stupid like that. No, it's not. It's focused on smaller capped companies. SPY is focused on larger capped companies. That is the only difference. Neither of them track the economy better than the other. Though you could make the point SPY does. But in all honesty, if you're saying one or the other, you're probably pretty ignorant because you should just look at all of them. If you want a good view of the economy. And honestly, that's not really a good way of looking at the economy because you're looking at a forward-looking indicator. The stock market is a forward-looking indicator in itself. You're basically looking at prices months from now. We're not reacting to things that came out yesterday or last week. We're reacting to things that we think are going to happen in 3 to 4 months from now. He said Dogecoin is the main indicator of the indicator. Still too indecisive for you, and good, it should be. You should be indecisive because there's nothing to be decisive about right here. We're only building base. You should be slightly bullish because of a base build here, but at the same time, we're rejecting a good area on larger time frames, so it's kind of a hesitant spot right here. So if you're sitting cash, don't think that you're crazy. You're valid as hell right here. It's priced in, exactly. My morning time is competing with an upcoming morning block of time for my other biz, electricity broker. Have to get my trades in before the calls start. Damn, you already got 2 trades, man. You're insane. Sand Dollar is a grinder, man. I swear. Valid like salad. Waiting for Poppy Pal, but I have not seen a good trade other than the first flush rejecting previous day close. Yeah, exactly. See? I like how you put that, though. See, he didn't just say, oh, I haven't caught a trade. He said, well, I haven't caught a trade. And then he pointed out, well, here was the opportunity that I did miss. Here's the only thing I did see. So he's at least covering what already happened. He's telling the story of the chart to himself. Great job, Dondu. That is a very, very good breakdown. I like that. Thank you for saying that. Because, again, if you just put the first half of that sentence, or the second half, the first half, then it looks like you're just crying and complaining, you know? You put that second part, it looks like, okay, well, he missed, but at least he knows what's happened up to this point. He can instantly tell me where we're at and why we're here. You're valid. Good job, Dondu. Hope you're having a good morning, Dandu. I'd tell y'all Dondu's birthday, but he wasn't born. He was created. Thank you, Jack and Daffy, for holding down the trade floor while I've been streaming. I appreciate that. I went in there to go drop a chart, and I saw you boys had already covered it. I'm going to go ahead and post SPY again, though. To think Tesla went red to green for an entire second, that was crazy. Base build still in effect. Lower high still in effect. If you're indecisive, you're valid. No comment, Jay. No comment. No comment. Be sure to drop a like on the stream, everybody. Alright, well, ending the poll. You guys are pretty sold on the multiple time frame chart. So I'll try to accommodate it to look pretty for you all. You know what? If I do this. There we go. That looks better. This is the one I have to kind of jumble around. Which you probably shouldn't even have the levels on this 30-minute chart anyway. There we go. of zoom it up like that so you see the clear support right there, and we're not just going crazy. But you can see also the struggle the bulls are having at taking anything. So they're holding, but they're not getting anything. This is a lot of kind of what I talked about, settling price action. Very normal, and a lot of people will call it boring, but this is a necessity. You need this. Without this, the market does not continue. You don't get your big moves without these. This could actually lead into a really good move to the downside or upside leading into the second half of the day too. It's not even just for bigger time frames. It'd be just good for an intraday chart as well. Especially because you're like swing of emotions too. You know, again, kind of adding to the tempo and awareness of things. You know, we talk about tempo and awareness in here almost every day, it seems like. But think about that. You know, we started up, we had the overnight push, right? And it looked like we we're going to start higher. So you probably have people thinking bullish. And then in the morning, we had this aggressive pullback, but we went down to a support. So you got to have half the crowd saying super bearish, half the crowd saying, no, we're definitely pumping. So you're going to get indecision there. As you're kind of fighting around this area, you know, some of these opinions are starting to sway a little bit more. News came out. Okay, well, now people are less interested. And this could cause, again, if bulls do not hold, for more fear to step in, just because of the fact that the bulls finally stepped out of the conversation. So you're also just thinking about tempo and awareness. What's up, Chuck? He said Tesla call on the 5-minute chart at 245.75, out at 249.89. Practice the one contract staircase method. Missed my first exit, I think he meant, because of work, but wasn't missing that again. Thanks again, BB, for your tutelage. No problem, Chuck. I'm honestly just mad impressed, to be honest. I need to go look at this. Well, hold up. We're breaking down. In a second, I want to go look at that Tesla chart. I got to see what you did, man. Every time you guys link me, you doing the staircase method, I'm just beyond impressed because it gives you structure, and every time I see you guys do it, it's like a big light bulb in your head because it's structure. You're following something that makes sense, has reasoning, and is again conditional. You know, it's if this then that, if this then that, if that then this. You know, always having somewhere to go with it. Shout out to Jake for that term, by the way. It's who I've always taken that term from. I always kind of like had this if then that kind of strategy to my levels. I just never had the word, but conditional is the word. Word is the bird. Bird is the word. Tesla wicked off the daily 9 EMA, slow grind up into previous day close, looking for a potential rejection. Good update. It looks like my boy Chuck exited at the right time, right after TJS hits it with a Tesla update. Good job, Chuck. Good job, TJS. And thank you guys for 50 likes on the stream. Y'all are crazy. Only been an hour from the open. It feels like we've been here for multiple hours, honestly, but I think it's just because of the amount of consolidation, guys. Watch out. The 30-minute is looking a lot more bearish. Again, you need to break this blue area on the 5-minute. You need to break. You need to get a retest. This is where your bigger flush will come from. If we get a base build, we get a pump up to the 430s, then maybe we can look at some better risk-reward rejections. But until then, this is just basing. This is just settling price action right here on your intraday time frames. But should be seeing a breakdown after losing the open again. Wait, we lost today's open, right? I'm not tripping. Yeah, we did. I was about to say. But that could be kind of an initiator, you know, to get us down to here. And then if you break this is where your bigger pullback can come from. Young saying, we don't really like to say things like that. Ooh, called it, you know, shit like that. Just focus on your game plan, man. Are you in puts, I'm assuming? I could kind of tell earlier you were. Just be careful. Again, this is an area where bulls can just pop up at. You've seen it once, twice, now a possible third time here. And it's just because we're at that support. It has nothing to do with being super bullish or not. It's just a good risk-reward area. So again, like I said, need to flush today's open, need to flush yesterday's lows, and that kind of be an initial breakdown. And then down here is where your bigger breakdown can happen. So just kind of pointing that out to you. But it could be invalidated. You don't have to draw this trend line. I wouldn't draw this. It's kind of stupid. But that angle there, though, that's the lower highs angle that we're forming. If that breaks, that should definitely push you out of your trade. Spy, another 50% gains in and out. Good job. Sand Dollar still trading. I didn't even see that was your name. Another trade by Sand Dollar. I think he's 3 out of 3 before work. Or has work started? Does that one not count as before work? 3 out of 3. Legend. One more hour? Okay. Well, don't feel the need to pressure yourself, man. You're already 3 for 3. Like I said, that's a pretty great start to the October. Again, we just ended the last quarter. We just ended September. So new month, new quarter, new everything right now. You're starting it all off green, man. Good job. Who all ate breakfast? Who all skipped breakfast? I'm getting hungrier the longer we sit here. All I can think about is eggs. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pancakes and eggs for you. Okay, I'm going to Alexis's house. I'll see you in a minute. Usually eat breakfast around this time. What do you eat? What do Canadians eat? I probably just eat like hopes and dreams and stuff. You already know cigarettes and coffee for me. Por favor. Breakfast on West Coast. I had to wake up at 5. I don't know who's in the mood to eat at 5. Dude, freaks. Freaks do that stuff. Yeah, I'm with you though, Benny. I don't know how people do that either. Usual breakfast, 100g of eggs, 120g of egg whites. Bro, Beefrog, that's how you know Beefrog probably does this like on the regular. He's over here giving me the gram increments. Good stuff though, Beefrog. Damn, some eggs sound so good right now. Breakfast, who needs that? I prefer to keep my serotonin low and my hunger high. We have multiple J's in here. This is actually the OG J though. So Peoples is a J, J-A-Y, and then you got my old J-A-Y, Hidden Land. Jay, how long have you known me, man? How long have you been around me, man? How many countless years you've been around? This is another great example. And look at him. He got the blue mechanic sign and everything. But Jay's been around me for way too long now. He's been around me since before this chat existed. Runner now for the breakdown. Good job, Mel. Stay focused. Stay focused. Hash brown's hella easy to do at home, by the way. All you need is the package and oil. Matt giving us the tools of life. Probably like 2018. It has been a long time. Yeah, it's been very long. What I want to know is who's ringing my doorbell at 9:40 in the morning. Hold up 1 second. If I don't come back, you guys know what happened. All right, I am back. I legit just eat the frozen breakfast burritos from Costco because they are so quick and easy. Oh, that's not bad. I just got you something quick and, like you said, quick and easy. Nothing better than that. he thought that was his doorbell. You're at my door. I just opened my door and he's like, "What's up? I'm Creator Trades." I just stare at you for a minute. Pal sent his goons to check up on B. If Bueller doesn't come back, the Jehovah's got him. Damn, I had some good ones. Bueller being solicited by Jehovah's Witnesses this early. Cough, cough, cough. Blink twice if you need help. Blinks and then across their eyelids it says help. No, it was UPS. It was actually something worth going to the door for. Bunch of Colombian bam bam under the hood, or what does he say in Talladega Nights? New low of day finally. That is your new low of day at 426.12. Test the lower high. Great call out by TJS. Seems like a lot of your weights are pushing back again. A lot of those new highs that were made are not holding. But they are definitely grinding this down at a pace that is screwing puts and calls. So nobody wins in a sideways fight. Dump continuing. Looks like the 30-minute is valid still. Again, this is showing a lot of selling pressure here. If you haven't realized that by now, look at this chart. This is crazy. But again, needing the break of that support. I'll just kind of zoom this down a little bit. There we go. 422.90s. See if it happens. It's a close. Hitting previous day low. Great call out by Creator, the guy that was at my door. Came to my house, didn't even bring me a gift. On the day of my daughter's wedding. Still just at that 426. Again, not surprising to see us at least test it a little bit more tediously, again, to the cent, but see if we actually get a break. Hammer on the 1 minute. Seem to be slowing down on the 5. Got about 16 minutes before this next 30-minute candle closes, and we'll have our third 30-minute candle. VIX just dumped something. I was saying something did. Good. No, that was not Jar Jar. I don't know when Jar Jar ever says something about the day of his daughter's wedding. That was not Jar Jar. 11% scalp on Spy Poots. Good job, Young. Yo, round of applause for Young. Got out on his own play. Round of applause, man. So you're just going to bring me a birthday gift on my birthday to my birthday party on my birthday with the birthday gift? Maybe Bueller, I don't know. Silly TOS is whacked out, showing my P&L for the day at 1400 plus when the position is only up 100 bucks. I've had to do that at night. Like, I'll randomly wake up and it'll be like super late. Like sometimes midnight, sometimes it'll be like 4 in the morning, sometimes it'll be like 2 a.m., sometimes later than that. And the phone, I open my phone and be like, all right, what's TOS doing? And a position that's clearly flat or barely up or barely down, it'll read off like I'm up $20,000 or some crazy shit. I don't even bother screenshotting it. I just shut my phone up after that. I'm like, okay. And then I think to myself, maybe I'm manifesting my future. Bought back up quick on VIX. Good call out by Adam. Good call out Green. Always love seeing you pop up, man. 20% on Spy Poots. Good job, King Carnage. Pal speaking in 15 minutes. Good call out by Maddie Clams. Is that true? Is that how early that was? I didn't even read that time. Oh, it was only at 10. Damn, that is pretty early. Yeah, definitely sit on your hands. Because, you know, the thing with most traders, too, is they get to, like, Pal speaking, and they're like, well, what is he talking about? It's like, it doesn't matter what he's talking about. He's talking. What's up, Mel? Runner out? Good call out, bro. Here, I'll go check it out. I'll just look now. We're just chilling. I love checking out me some Mel posting. Alright, let's see this. Make sure I'm there. Oh, thank you, Misi. Appreciate you. Took profit here, plan, TP dude. Ah, good 80% entry. Got in after the inside. Got in as it got a green print. Made the new high of day. Very, very clean. Watch, they'll reply and be like, what's an 80% entry? Nah, hopefully not. SPX puts out holding to 44% at the golden pocket. So he saw the breakdown. He liked the return back to the area. Waited for the golden area. Got in. Didn't cut. Or didn't take profit. Didn't cut. Took profit on the new low. Very, very good job. So he gives himself room by cutting 2 of them. And then holding 1. So he has his runner. And so from here, he can hold it a lot longer. And he gets that new dump. And he makes it to a better spot. Very great job, Mel. You and me actually did the exact same thing today. Except I did it at a different spot. I think I did it here. You did it here. From this dip. So we did the same thing. 2 to 1. Dude, kick-ass job, bro. You got an insane percentage, too. That was a beautiful, beautiful trade. Instantly understanding what you did there. The golden pocket, everything. And he does the same thing every time, guys. It's not like he's doing 80 different variations of trades, guys. He's literally doing an 80% entry against resistance, or he'll do an 80% entry against a support. It's all about positioning. Sometimes he's doing a lead test. He's only using the trading strategies that we go over. So make sure you guys go through this stuff. It's crazy how many times I'll see people like praise Mel, and good, you should praise Mel. Give him as much positive reinforcement as you can, but don't sit there and only focus Mel. You know, he's learning himself. Guess where he learned from? This channel, this chat, just going over these same entries, and then guess what? He didn't go learn 50 more things after that. He just focused on what he had. That's it. He limited himself to what he got to. He limited himself to just that minimal amount of info. Because it's effective, it's simple, it's very effective. He doesn't need to go learn 50 more things. He can focus on what he has now. Good job, Mel, though. I wanted to give you some praise, man. That was a beautiful trade. And I love seeing you win. Mel's my brother from across the world. It doesn't matter if we speak the same language. That's my brother. Alright, Powell's in 11 minutes. Just under 10 minutes. Are you guys ready for tomorrow? Do y'all remember what tomorrow is? Does anybody even remember? Looking if SPY loses 426.60s weekly to bring us down to 424. No, it's not my birthday tomorrow. I'm actually scared to tell y'all my birthday anymore because I had somebody like leak my Cash App, and I'm pretty against that kind of shit. I don't want y'all's money. You'll already kind of do that, so it's kind of shitty of someone to do that. So I don't even bother like celebrating my birthday openly to y'all because I've had it leak like twice and it's very annoying. You might think like, oh, that's so stupid, but no, it's very annoying. Yes, Garden Trader, thank you. I love you. It is Taco Tuesday. Yes, tomorrow's Tuesday, you're not wrong. But Garden Trader remembered. We're going to do some trading tomorrow, some live trading. I won't just sit here and call out levels. We'll call out some stuff tomorrow. It'll be members only. So you have to have a green name in the YouTube chat to do this. You took tomorrow off? Legendary. No, Maddie, it's not like that. I swear. I'm not trying to like I'm not trying to sound like a weirdo. Live trading with 15-second delay. Yo, watch your mouth. Hey man, it's not my fault. That's server related. I can't speed up YouTube, bro. I have my shit as up to speed as I can. We got the new modem in place and everything. I even made sure latency was off. We can't even do closed captions because I do as low latency as I can. Front loader. Damn it, Ace. Ace is too memey sometimes. That's like, because he's not wrong. Like that's like how like trading communities work. At least some of them. It's like, yeah, guys, I'm totally buying this up. Like he's been in it for days. He's selling it now into y'all buying it. You're buying the top, he's selling the top. This shit's crazy. But no, it's just a review of me trading. If you want to watch me trade, you can. It's not call outs. You want to follow me, you can. Just, you better be able to stomach it. And if not, don't follow me. It's as simple as that. Like I've said before, I am no financial advisor. I am, if anything, on y'all's level. I don't know why people always come to my channel and think I'm a pro. I think it's because of like, you get this like social media experience of like every trader online's a pro. There is no such thing as a pro. There's people who have reps, there's people who don't. That's it. But yeah, in that stream, I'll just do my own trading. I'll just be focused on what I'm doing. I probably won't be as talkative. And then after I'm done trading, I'll do a lot of reviewing. And then we'll chill, see what you guys are up to, go over a couple things, and then probably end it there. But yeah, members only stream tomorrow. Make sure you guys get my link tomorrow, though, because it'll be an unlisted link. I can't do a members-only thing, so I have to do an unlisted link so my Discord members can get it as well, because I'm not going to ignore them. Can't stomach it, still going to follow. Gonna max out 3 credit cards to fund my account for tomorrow. Y'all are insane. I think people are impressed by how you read the chart. Alright guys, still just getting some settling type price action. Pretty normal. I mean, you got a really nice flush down to 425.80s. They got our buyer reaction, still seeing lower highs, so nothing's changed. Just taking its sweet ass time. Excuse my language. Alright, I need to go back to the other chart because we need to see what the hell else is going on. Apple's still above a big area, so watch for a bigger flush on the major markets under 172.70s if Apple actually breaks that. Microsoft's got a lot of consolidation at 317 now, so maybe watch for 316.90s to break. But they're holding a lot of good bullish consolidation. Nvidia held that 100% pullback to the 446.80 at least. AMD is still weak. SMH also weak. It looks like Nvidia is the one that's like out of trend out of those. Nvidia is a beast though. Don't ever argue it. Let's go to Amazon. Who called out Amazon? Who was that? Let me scroll up. Alright, we had way too many messages I can't see, but somebody called out Amazon. Good job, whoever that was. They called out the 80% entry when it was doing this. There was someone in the YouTube stream. Whoever that was, though, shout out to you. I think it was Ben, I think was his name. But that was a really nice update. Because it pretty much smacked 5-day from there. Tesla also helping out, so that's good. Google still grinding up. Meta also kind of reminds me of Microsoft, just is above a good level, but just has consolidation. No insane moves away from it. Netflix, too, held a very good area from their previous day lows. Pretty much skyrocketed today. Hit the top of that range. Now they're kind of under that high, building a lower high. See if we ever get the break of that previous day low, or what. I don't just mean like go under it and wick it. I mean like break it. $11 a.m. is my cue to go enjoy one of those breakfast cigarettes while Pal speaks. Again, fib at 50%, but it's only 40% entry, waiting for a better entry like the golden pocket at 42.87. Was in Nvidia puts, was looking for the flush on the gap, did cut it at 80%, lost, then moved on SPX. Mel, your breakdowns are god tier today, dude. You're amazing. Keep it up. Did you guys read what he just said? Again, the fib at 50%, but it's only a 40% entry. It hit the fib, but it's only broken, so it hasn't done anything crazy yet. He's waiting for the better fib, and then he pointed out where exactly that is. Do you plan on trading any stocks or mainly just full porting SPY? I'll probably do just SPY or SPX, to be honest with you, but I'll look around. I'm not one to hide from other charts. Probably look for a swing, maybe towards the end of that stream too. Cover a couple swings that I might like to the end of the day. So it might not just be day trading too. I might also do some swing trading analysis. I wanted to do more of those though, but I was telling you guys straight up, you know, I don't expect him to be as talkative. Like, I will break everything down. Everything will still be shown, all the reasoning, all that stuff. You just might not see it instantly, so don't judge me. I'm also not advertising this as follow me into my plays. I can't stand when people do that. They just lose their mind. And then they blame me. It's like, what? Who told you to follow me? Nobody did. You're the intrusive thoughts, the devil inside you told you. Because I did not. And guys, thank you for almost 60 likes on today's stream. We had almost 200 people already join. That's crazy. Hour and a half later. Sandollar, you're just eating up this chart today, aren't you? Congrats, man. What are you, 4 out of 4, 5 out of 5, 12 out of 12? I don't even know anymore. Four out of 4. Kicking ass, man. I'm happy for you, for real. That's not easy what you're doing. So what I mean by that, like, anybody can click the buttons, but, like, I mean to actually, like, see what you're seeing and then have the conviction to do it, too. Also, I hope as you trade more, like, going from your, like, second to your third and fourth trade, I hope you're using less as well. Kind of like a staircase method, but in terms of how much you are using. You know, the more trades you take, the less you should use. Kind of like a scale-out method for yourself. Therefore, you just don't risk more than what you've gained. Don't lose any progression. Time to flush previous day low. We'll see. Come on, pal. Give us some big candles. Less is more, staircased in. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. That's what Mel does too, and Mel's is like insanely effective. Like, people think he uses like $1 billion to make his trades, but he's not. He uses a small amount of money to make a large amount of money. It's because of the method he does it at. Which again, it's because he uses the system. Again, if you're someone who's been through this enough, through the routine enough, and it's crazy because people think like I always use Mel as an example because I can, but Mel is like always up on the weekends, always up at night, going over this stuff, making mental trades even when the market's closed. It's like if you're not doing that, you're not hungry enough to learn. Because you're trying to give yourself the vision for what you want to do. You're trying to give yourself the path in front of you. And then once you see it, okay, then you at least have some stability and structure. And that's what I've been preaching about, you know, getting to that point, then you can maintain over time. That's the hardest part. It's not even getting started. It's not about how much you gain. It's about how much you keep of what you gain. Exactly. Keeping what's yours. Martingale trading strategy? I don't know what you mean by that. Maybe I'm just not woke. Oh, I see what you're saying. My bad, Ace. I'm just stupid. Yeah, this is what like roulette players do. I know they do. They have like, I don't know if it's the same exact thing, but when you lose like one, then you buy double. You lose the second time, you buy double again, and then by the end of your triple loss, you should be like 8x your initial bet. And then if you win that one, it should, I think, not just cover you, but put you in like, I think like 15% profit or something like that. But yeah, pretty crazy. But Daffy also messaged though, guys, see this. He says, this group has many effective strategies anyone can master. 1, the 40% entry. 2, the 80% entry. 3, the lead test fibs. 4, the levels. Just again, using all the pivot points for these types of entries. The buy the dip, you know, it's the opposite of the lead test. You know, we have just basic, simple stuff, and then you just focus on that. Pretty crazy until you lose 4 times in a row. Yeah, that one, I've seen a lot of, I watch a lot of like, I don't watch gambling videos all the time, but when I do, I see that strategy implemented a lot, like on poker especially, or not poker, blackjack, sorry. But yeah, I see that same like strategy used where it's like, all right, just use this, because they pretty much walk in with, let's say you're someone who has $100,000. They're not walking in with $100,000, at least to be effective with it. They're walking in with probably like 1,000 or 2,000 bucks, right? You walk in there, that's what your risk is, you know, and that they make sure to not go past that. You know, that's what a disciplined gambler does, I guess, is a weird way of saying that, which is kind of weird hearing that out loud. Disciplined gambler. But you know what I mean by that. Looks like Pump It Pal is back in station, but again, still holding lower highs. Don't get super excited yet, but still, Pump It Pal is in session. My bad, Ace. I've honestly never heard that name. But I am aware of like what you're talking about, though. It's a very popular strategy. Honestly, too, like people are always like, "You're taking my idea," or "I can't believe I knew about that," or "without knowing it." You know, it's like it's logically thinking though. Like if you trade and look at this stuff enough, you start to understand the risk reward ratio of different things, and you start to understand like, "Oh, I could do this or I could do this." You'll start to realize there's a billion ways to make money on the market. It's just which one of them do you want to focus on? And that's why I always tell you guys, limit yourself to these couple things that you guys practice so much. You know, if you're really good at 40% entries, but for some reason you suck at retest, well, maybe make more mental trades on retest trades while you're still trading your 40% entries that you're very comfortable with taking. You know, or vice versa. You know, it's basically practice it till you feel more comfortable, then go trade it. Try it out. But take many mental reps. Do not ever think, oh, I'll just take a couple mental reps and I'm good. No. Give yourself a lot. Give yourself more time. Truly become comfortable with what you're looking at. Truly understand what you're looking for. Don't just say, oh, I like green candle. Remember, guys, risk-reward ratio is still here for bulls as long as they're holding this general vicinity, but you do have a lot of lower highs, so this is also adding to the seller pressure. So, again, I'm just pointing out both sides of the story. Don't beat me up. Watch the fib, Mel says. Ace said, you can win being a 60% win rate trader, 50% win rate trader, or even a 30% win rate. All comes back to risk management. I like green candle. Jesus, done. What if you're colorblind? Or what if you change the color of your candles? Or what if you add a minus sign to the beginning of SPY? Huh? I guess another way of being bearish is, are you guys bullish on this chart? And if so, then yes, you should be bearish. Because it's SPY upside down. Magic. You didn't know I know magic? How long is JPal speaking for? I have no idea, but it'll probably be under 30 minutes. A lot of his sessions are about 15 to 30 minutes. They're not really ever longer than that. Oh, no, but Don, you can do that to any chart. Like, let's say I wanted to see AMD upside down. You just go to the left of AMD, type a minus sign, and then hit enter. It's just the chart flipped upside down. So if you're like bearish on this, that would mean you're bullish. If you're bullish on this, that would mean you're bearish. If that makes sense. I try not to bring that up too much because it could be confusing, but it's just cool you could do that. I've always thought that was interesting. Yeah, it should be like 30 minutes. Look, they don't even show the other people speaking. They only showed him. Oh, he's gone. He must be done. Hey, shout out to Sandollar. He's been a member here for 5 months on the YouTube channel. We be here for each other. I appreciate you, man. He said, a big number times a small number is still a big number. Mind your amount you are risking percentage-wise. Mel likes his fib retracement. He said watch the fib. He took the fib at the golden pocket and watching it work out now. He's just playing them lower highs over and over and over again. That's pretty much what Sanddollar did too. Sanddollar's 4 for 4 on lower highs today. Again, it's just people who have practiced more. It's okay if you don't want to do that either. You don't have to trade 5 times on this. Be comfortable. That is, again, the most important aspect. E said, good job, Mel. I like that too. Took a mental. Good job, E. I guess while we're chilling here, let me pull up some trade reviews. Took a small scalp under range for 45%, and not a bone in my body wants to enter another trade. That's pretty funny. Dude, good job, Valdora. Why do I keep thinking that's the guy from Full Metal Alchemist? Not a great day trading here, but here in one lead test / 80% entry, like how we kept projecting above the golden pocket and bought towards the end of that candle, held all the way till we broke through the open, sold out, it immediately wicked up, only took one contract pretty far out of the money. Damn. Oh, Jesus, dude, that percentage is huge. I was going to say, I had a feeling it was going to be big just because it moves so fast. Like, I mean, you literally sold, like, not the high of day, but second best thing. And then not the low of day, but second best thing. That's crazy. Very fast, too. How long was that trade? Like, what time frame is that? Probably like a 3-minute, 4-minute trade, huh? Kick-ass job, Creator. And yeah, guys, everybody today so far has posted perfectly. Make sure you guys, when you do go post, you don't just post gains or just losses. And if you do, make it aware that you are going to post later with the review. But post your review with it, your reasoning, why you entered, why you exited. That is always going to be more important than what you gained or what you lost. Considering that literally reflects on how much you make or lose. Feds Bowman says, will likely be appropriate to raise rates further and hold them at a restrictive level for some time. Yeah, bro. Have an opinion and stick to it, Bowman. You got a different opinion every other week, bro. Every time I read the Fed read out these like numbers and what they think is going to happen or what they believe will happen regarding rates and, you know, all that stuff, like reading data, intaking the data, all that stuff, is it kind of reminds me of like how we cover charts in here. It's like I cover a chart and I might be bullish or I might be bearish in this aspect, but you're always thinking about both sides. I kind of think about that in their regard. Like I feel like they just cover their bases. And then if you just listen in a little bit more, you can kind of get a tune on if they're a little bit more bearish or not. Which I think a lot of them are just happy to see some of the data slowing down. But still a lot of big variables that can definitely cause some bigger market pullbacks in the near term and the midterm. But I don't know why everybody was saying crash, though. They must not have read the data last week. The data last week was very promising. Seasonality is also looking good in October. You could have a very bullish month for all we know. And it's right as soon as every other retail investor is yelling their head off saying recession and crash, which if you guys don't know or not, you would need a 10% drop. And that would just be a correction. That's not even an actual crash yet. Apple holding a very good spot. I could see this catching the bid more. Microsoft also pushing higher. Your tech sector is killing it right now. Microsoft pushing high, and Apple in a good spot to push higher. SPY biggest weight. AMD's even getting the bid. Amazon new high of day. Not bad, Duffy. God, Nvidia is on fucking fire. This morning for Premium and Lifetime, I posted an Nvidia trade plan, a Meta trade plan, and then I just posted Netflix levels. But the trigger was 442.50, and they launched over that, held over that, made a good move off of that, and they're now over 450. So that was a very massive move for that one. Meta popped over my bullish trigger, and it's just maintained range. So I was letting people in there know that there is still a good trading opportunity here outside of this high of day and this hold of 303.90. So that's still a good one. And I didn't post an actual game plan on Netflix, but I just was showing them all. They did retake that median level, retest the median level, and good moves have been coming from both sides around that area. So utilizing the levels very well is what I'm getting at. And SPY's flat on the day. This is why you don't get super bullish or bearish. This is why you need patience. But yeah, a lot of the premium plays doing good over the last couple weeks, putting those in the chat more. I'll try and keep that up. How's everyone in the live stream doing? dollar B. Good call out, Daffy. Again, updating us from last week, because last week we talked about pretty heavily from his mention. Journalist Pal, what are your thoughts about the economy, Pal? Buy puts and have a great day. What are puts? That's funny. Thanks, Daffy. Yes, yes. Oh my god, he's shouting out the backup account. And everybody that contributed to 5 months of memberships. Ace, you're a legend, dude. Wait, have you made it this far just getting free memberships? You have 5 months of free memberships? Is that what I just picked up? At a great level with Bigger Fib at the Golden Pocket, rejecting it. Magic Man, this is a sick flow through now. Ace, if that's true, you're a legend, honestly. I don't know how you've done that. Some people can't even win once, and you've won 5 times. Hey, I guess they just gotta be present more. You're always present. Did y'all see last Friday's SPY volume compared to the 30-day average volume? I'm poor. You're good, Ace. I thought that was cool that you've somehow gotten that far, because it just shows that you're here. We give so many memberships. It doesn't surprise me that someone's able to have this many months in a row. But you had to be here to get that, so it's not really your fault. If anything, you're just playing the system and winning. So good job. I'm sure there's a few other people like that in here who've escaped. All right, I'm here. I'm here. I'm back for good. IWM just pumped. Mega pump. Roku's going. Yeah, never let Tesla fool you, bro. They're a beast. Oh my god. Before I zoom out, can anybody remember what this right here does? This is where Leland kept buying calls at one time, but this is where we drew that lower high, or higher low, sorry. From over here. I was saying you're basically watching to see if they break or hold that. They did break it, held it, and now they're at the low of days holding it again, and that's where they're moving up from. Very clean. Meta's moving more too, finally. Netflix broke range and kept going. Apple held 80% entry. Good job, anybody who took that. Good job, anybody on Microsoft. I mean, that one had a lot of base building going. AMD all over the place. If you lost an AMD today, I wouldn't even be able to blame you because that one has literally been everywhere. Amazon continued higher. Good job, Ben, or whoever called that out earlier. Good job, Tesla. Good job, Google. Alright, and then how's healthcare? Healthcare's probably holding higher now. Yep. They were like 0.60 earlier, so they're doing better. So healthcare, small caps, and big tech all helped together just now. So that's why you got such a big push. Everything was in the same direction. Potential 3-bar. Loving the new high of day on multiple tickers. ENPH has got to be the most annoying chart to watch. It's got some massive moves though. SPX 4300. Good call out by Leland. They're at that 4300 psychological level. What's up, Mel? I got my SPX chart up. Yo, Jack, hit me with some John Deere TA. I would love that right now. Nothing biased, you know, just whatever's there is there. Still holding puts and you added your second con. 64 viewers, 64 likes. You guys are crazy. Because you're focused. It's when we get too bullish or too bearish we make our biggest mistakes. And over 200 people clicked on today's stream. That is mind-blowing. 0 dropped frames. So any lag was on YouTube server side. Yeah, not anymore, Mel. He's out. Ever since we hit 4,300, he's been chilling. Just because it's a good psychological level to look at for a retake or rejection, so I don't think Leland wants to risk that. I don't want to risk that. Higher risk reward for a pullback here anyway, like your trade. So we're not going to go against you on that one. Still sitting cash. Good job, Matt. Hey man, if you had something planned and it didn't pan out yet, then there's no need to be in a play. Proud of you. Limiting yourself to what you planned beforehand. Listening to previous Matt. If you guys have not already gotten the course, here's a link to the course, the BB course. Again, like I said before, you can kind of just scour the YouTube channel and get pretty much everything that's in there. But if you want an organized, broken down, quizzed, followed up course, there you go. Added tons of stuff over time, updated information and stuff, so feel free to go through that when you have time. But if you're interested in buying the course, there's the link. Hope you enjoy it. Hope some of you newer traders in here pick it up. Hopefully some of the guys who have been in here for a minute and just don't own it yet pick it up. But yeah. And I've lowered the price on it a lot, so don't ask for discounts. That's pretty much it. Get it if you don't have it. Yeah, I hope some people pick it up. It's not even about like, oh, buy my course, I want to look cool. Like, no, it really is a helpful course. And I'm not charging, $3,000 for it, so. B-Ferg, look, he said, I'm about halfway through the course. Really appreciate it. Lots of info in there. Man, I'm glad you like it so much. Well, seems I missed all launching moment. We're still in range, technically. Don't beat yourself up, Mikey. I'm old dude, can't sprint or run, so no chasing, but still living happily. I love to hear that, Mikey. That positive energy will always outweigh anything. Nah, but I've gone through it like 5 times, get something each time. Pick up something new each time, or honestly, you know what it is too. Like you read over something once, or you watch a video of it, or you actually do it yourself, and you might feel something, right? And then you go over it like a second or third or 100th time, let's say, and you feel like you finally get it a little bit more. That's the light bulb moment that I always talk about. You know, it's not because you finally understand. It's because you finally broke it down to yourself again. You finally reiterated it. You reiterated this into a more simple fashion to where it makes sense instantly. You know. So sometimes it's just looking at it a second time to get that light bulb moment, and then you never have to like go back again. That's why I like to teach this way with like stability and structure, like kind of staircasing your guys up a little bit. Because think about if you would like get into an account and you took a big loss, you're gonna be pissed at yourself and you're basically back at square one again, right? But if you follow the system, you shouldn't be taking a big loss. If you're gonna take a loss, it should be a loss that isn't going to completely make you want to just crawl into a hole. So there's that. But yeah, I hope some of you guys pick up that course if you have not already. Go ahead and share it around too if you guys know anybody. I just want to see more people on the system. I'm really happy with the chat too. Like I could literally like invite like let's say 100 new traders to chat today, and I would actually be very comfortable with knowing that they could just randomly scour the chat and probably still end up in a good part of the system because of how many people in chat are already so focused, seasoned, ready to go. Good job, Mel. Good job, Mel, on identifying that we were up against a big resistance. Sold the course to all my buddies, made more selling the courses than I have trading. He said that the other week, and that got me so weak, dude. He said that in like a private call or something, but that's pretty funny. No, I just took the course and sold it 8 times. Screw trading, I'll just sell this course. That's funny. that's bad. Damn, you're still red there? Maybe you got a pretty big OTM. What's everyone looking at in the stream? How are you all doing? I'm just checking on y'all. If you don't want to answer, please don't. Just chill whatever you're doing. Just checking in.
Not now. Oh, okay. Dude, your chart's not moving a lot. I forgot about Phaetos, man. I loved that. I loved that comment so much. Haven't taken a single trade yet. Good looks. Nothing super favorable, so really can't blame you. Been good plays up against, good resistance, good support, but besides that, we've just been range trading. Which means you guys should be range trading. If you're going to be playing this, you need to be buying calls at supports, shorting at resistance. Until proven otherwise. ES Bull from 4316. How you doing, Black Beauty Machine? Always happy to see your name pop up. Great planning on your end. Apple update by Daffy pointing out simple support and resistance on the 30-minute. Beautiful work, as well as on the dollar. Love these updates, Daffy. Huge updates. Because if this was to pump, this could bring more selling pressure into the markets. If this was to reject, this could bring more buying pressure into the markets. Good update by Kai. How you doing, Kai? Where's this other update? Oh. Need to close above pre-market high too, I guess. Got the close above, but not enough follow through to previous day high. Not entering because not gonna fight the trend. I like that. I almost clicked on Sidful's DMs. Y'all do not need to see that. DE very flat today. Good. Good job, Matt. Or Matty. You see what he did there, though? Gave himself a condition. I'm this as long as this. That's all that matters. Great job, Matty. I love to see that. I also like that you put kind of a length on it, too. Short term. Because, yeah, we should only be short term from here. I like how you have the awareness. Out 120%. Good job, Mel. Jerome Powell had said the Fed's focus is on a healthy economy. No shit. Fed's Jerome Powell says economy is still coming through the other side of the pandemic. I swear to Jesus, if I hear pandemic one more time. The pandemic is not why we are still in inflation, you idiots. It is because you printed so much money, we don't know what to do with ourselves, and we are in over our heads because we have now spent too much money, things cost too much, and y'all thought printing more would help. I had the brain power on these people. One month we're blaming inflation, the next month we're blaming Bidenomics, the next month we're blaming the pandemic. Oh, it's 2023. We're going into 2024. It's the fourth quarter. It's not the pandemic. It's not Ukraine. The PCE data points other ways. Yo, you know what's scary though is the housing market. Y'all should probably watch for that to get wrecked one more time. And then I think you'll see some stabilization over the long term, and end of 2024 going into 2025, I believe you will start actually seeing a slow turnaround of things. That's just a personal opinion. Yeah, housing is going to be a massive, massive disaster. It is going to be one. Another one. But it's not going to hit in people's heads as much as I think, too, because, like, it's been in this mode where it's like, even the people who are not woke on housing market data know that the housing market's fucked. It doesn't take a genius. Scamdemic, literally. I would love to see SPY one more time at 380s. Did I read that right? Oh, you're talking about, like, a plan, like, out in the future. Yeah, that would be nice. And then never revisit it again. Blame-demic. Yeah. That's all it is, though. It's the blame game. I mean, we all know this. We don't like to talk politics because it's just pointless and all of us know, but it's still funny. Because we see it from the market's perspective, you know? So it's just, it's cool seeing it that way, but at the same time, it's like, damn, that's really shitty. Alright. LFG Bueller, I sat cash and just got 30% on a small play. Now I just can't effing wait for it to break range. Dude, I'm so happy for you, Matt. Because it's incredible to have the strength to not take a trade. And then it's amazing that you just found a great opportunity that didn't otherwise present itself. Round of applause for my boy, Matt. The Matts are on fire today. Matt and Maddie. Alright, I'm going to go quiet because I'm going to eat this sandwich, but I'm still here. And by doing this, I will stream longer. So, yeah. But let's just watch SPY. If it breaks, it breaks. I'll go to the other chart since y'all voted for this one. Damn, that's the 30-minute? Jesus. That looks wild. When PAL... Before PAL? After PAL. After PAL. Before, during, after. Just to pop us back to be break even, just to bring us back down again. I'm gonna change to Timmy. Clams already has Matt on lock. Yeah, he does. He does have it on lock. I mean, at least you'll have the difference in the Y, though. I mean, there is a distinct difference between you. And he has clams in his name. You're just straight up Matt. Looks like the bonds are flushing and dollars pushing up. Also adding more pressure to the equity markets pushing lower right now. Good call out by Daffy on Discord. And a good re-update by E here in the YouTube stream. Both Daffy and E covered the dollar though. Good cover by both of you. Again, not a perfect opposite, but what does it do? It adds selling pressure. Eat your sandwich. Yeah. No, you're good. Did it change? Yeah, you're good, Matt. It's Timmy. Here I am calling you Matt. Yeah, you're Timmy now. My bad, Daffy. You're right. He said as soon as I started eating, it started dumping. That's funny as hell. Man, I already feel really good. 27% on Spy Poots on the flush below 426.61 to 425.50. Look at David Quarles. Go! David, I love you, man. Why is there always like just like every David that ever joins these streams is like always the coolest person ever? It's the Davids of the universe, man. I don't know what it is. I think I've still yet to meet a David that's like toxic. All cashed out at the 3 ads in the red and all out 128 now after... What am I? Oh, 128%. Damn, Mel, good job, bro. Damn, bro. 128%, Mel, you're wild. Good job, David, on your 27%. Round of applause to both of you, for real. Damn, Timmy, rest in peace, Matt. Alright, I'm back. Well, I was always here, but I'm here. Is it why I wanted random home? Yeah, that had to be tough to hold through, Mel. But you gave yourself reasoning, and that's what is most important. And hey, no retest came in between, so at least I gave you a fast-paced dip too, so it didn't completely screw you. But I'm happy you held through with reasoning. No problem, David. I'm really glad to just see you putting them to use, man. They're your levels. I am a mere student of the levels. I will never sit here and tell you, you only succeeded because of me. That is just ignorant as hell. Thank you for the stream, Chief. Time for some other business and some lunch, too. See you later, Sandollar. Thank you for tuning in, man. Always appreciate you being in here. I got nervous talking to you just now. Alright, now here's a cool little quick question. Actually, let's just do a poll. I don't even know why I bothered. We'll do a poll. There you go. Yeah, but I dropped a poll just now. You can go click on it if you guys want. It's just a random question. What page do you watch the most? Are you guys more active in Discord? Or are you more active on Twitter? Or are you most active on the YouTube page? I know some of you guys are only on YouTube, so figured I'd ask. I try to be active on all three. I'm pretty good about being active on Discord and YouTube. I'm still trying to be active on X. So I just have like rants and reviews and all kinds of stuff on there. Because it's me not getting on there as much as I probably should. But yeah, if you guys ever have any ideas for new videos, or if you guys want me to do a TA, just a video style I do now on something you want me to look at, then go ahead and also request that. But hit me up on any of those three, and I'll be glad to go over. But guys, I think I'm going to end the stream here. Just kidding. I want to see this dump so I can see Mel, Leland, Daffy, and like 80 people in chat post a bunch of big ass gains. Because as soon as I end the stream, this shit will dump. You guys know how it is if you've been in my streams over the last year. Which, guys, shout out to you. I don't even know if y'all realized, but we've successfully completed pretty much a year of streaming now. Which I've already done multiple years of streaming. We just never did it in a row. This is probably the closest I've ever done to in a row. Let's see. It should say like 12 months. Not these, not these. Yeah, it was these. Yeah, here's when I started getting longer streams going. Yeah, right here. So 10 months ago. And then just before that, we had like kind of the basic ones. And then, but this was the first public stream. Where's it at? Here's the first public one that we did together. Like 1,000 views, basically. That's crazy. But we did 2 months prior of this private stream. So I would do like hidden streams offline, and then I would just link the streams to people on like Twitter or into their Discords or whatever. And it was kind of a service, and then I turned it into let's just do it publicly and just turn it to my own thing. But you can see the crazy support we had though, 1,000 views pretty much all the way through, pretty much all the beginning ones. That's crazy. Massive support for these. And then here we are, pretty much a year later. Which you can see, we still kind of crack over 500 here and there, but I don't really care about the views. What I care about mostly is making sure you guys are paying attention, making sure you guys are on the routine. Because if you're not, just leave. There's just no point in being here. I'll be honest with you. You're not going to focus on what everyone else is focused on. Just go. Members, make sure to check out your membership videos. Got tons of those in there. But I thought I'd bring it up because I didn't realize till the other day that we had done a year of streams pretty much together. That's a lot of streaming. But a lot of activity from you guys. That was a lot of fun. Seriously. And hopefully the next year of streams are even better. Damn, Mill. I can't pick just one. That's fine too. I pretty much in my head had it figured that it'd be mainly Discord, and then of course YouTube I feel like would follow up behind that. Because I really don't use my Twitter as much, but figured I'd ask to see where everyone likes to focus on the most. It's kind of what I thought. Here's to another year, man. Can we go past 6 years as a community? We'll see. New low of day, boys. New low of day, ladies and gentlemen. We're finally getting it. Go break 424.80s now. Faith is asleep, and now she's going to be barking and chasing things in her dreams. Alright, so let's do an update, guys, before I end it. But right here on Spy, right now you're looking to see a new low of day made. It's already made it. Right now you're looking to see not only can they break this, but do you get any fib retracements of it? You know, let's say they make a low here. Do they reject here, then push away? Do they do a single candle retest? Do they do a full retest and then move away from it? We'll see. And then the second question after that, by the end of the day, do we close under that area? Because if so, we'll probably be seeing 424, 422, and 420 very, very soon if we do not hold this blue area here, whether it's today or tomorrow. So we're going to be watching for basically control of this area today and tomorrow. That's my shorthand update. Bigger time frame update. You guys were pretty much with me all morning, but lower open after what we thought was going to be a higher open, and then rejected this area multiple times, and all of your biggest dumps are coming from, guess what, 428. So if you guys were paying attention to any of my game plans this morning or any of the breakdowns that we kind of had, you had really good visualization of the chart beforehand, because basically just watching to see if this was holding or not. You're already bearish. We're just seeing, can we maintain this pressure? Because just because you're bearish doesn't mean you have to dump the next day. They could keep you right here, and then the next day that's where you get their lower open and then they dump it. So that's why I always try to throw the hand of caution up. But made it down to this kind of bulk of the meaty area again this morning with you guys. I went over this chart with you guys, and we're talking about how they might just want to revisit this area, and then we'll see them hold and then try to build a higher low. If not, though, and they do dump over 424.50s, we will be seeing 422.30s, 421.80s most likely. Here's what that looks like on the smaller time frame. But I hope you guys have enjoyed some of my breakdowns. I really hope I don't sound like ignorant or anything. I really do want to just make sure everyone learns. And if I sound like a dick, it's just because I'm passionate. But I hope you guys continue to join these streams, join the chat, join all that stuff. Make sure to buy the BB course if you don't already own it. We have a bunch of free quizzes as well and all kinds of stuff in the Discord. So tune into that if you have not already. But I'll see you guys later on. Thank you guys again for the breakdown. Thank you guys again for all the updates. You guys are amazing with the updates. I love reading out y'all's comments. Thank you guys again for everything. I genuinely cannot thank you enough. It doesn't matter what day it is, what kind of vibes we're having. I can't ever appreciate you guys enough. So love you all, and I'll see you guys in the Discord. So see you guys later on.